Good morning, my beautiful friends. Happy Friday to you. It is indeed Friday, and we are here to say some cool things about ourselves. I am Maui Paul. We are here on this wonderful Friday to pull a card off the top of my I am deck, and then go over the other cards that have come out through the week. And I always have a pretty good group on Friday. Good morning, Shauna. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Jan and Dan. Good morning, Anita. Good morning, all of you guys. And everybody else who is on the call but has not yet left a comment. I love you, care about you. Leave me a comment so that I can call you out by name. Anyways, yes, indeed, it is Friday, and we are here today to take a look at the card of the day. Good morning, John L. And and Susan's here too. Good morning, Susan. But we are here today to pull a card. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. Even though we're doing it all in our own homes and our own spaces, just know that we are connected by these words, that each and every one of us are going to be embodying these traits today. And how cool it is that we can have such connection. Anyways, so let's get right into it, because today being Friday, I'm also going to go over all the cards for the week. So without further ado, let's pull a card and say that today I am helpful. I am helpful. I recognize and support genuine needs. So I am helpful. I recognize and support genuine needs. Are you helpful? You are helpful. You recognize and support genuine needs. And I'm going to write that in the chat, that I am helpful. I recognize and support genuine needs. Indeed, we are a group of helpful people. And I think that, in order for us to be helpful, we first have to be secure in ourselves. There's an old saying in charity that you have to give from your saucer and not from your cup. Giving from our saucer means to give from the excess that we have caught. Because what is a saucer except a little plate designed to catch the excess liquid from a cup? And that's exactly the way that we are as we fill up our own cups, as we fill up our own minds with these powerful words. We also have this tremendous ability to then give of our excess, so that when we are in a situation where we're feeling helpful, or we believe that we have the ability to help, but somebody else around us does not, that we can be that for them. And so I am helpful today, and so are you. And we recognize and support genuine needs. Of course, in order to recognize needs, one of the easiest ways to do that is to have at one point in our lives needed it ourselves. When we go through life and we have our own problems and trials and tribulations, then it becomes so much easier to recognize and empathize with the people around us who are going through the same thing. I remember that before I had experienced all that much pain as an adult, that I had so much, no, I guess I had so little. I had so little empathy for the folks around me, because I was just like, oh well, buck up, Buttercup. You're dealing with problems. Yeah, we all have problems. But in the end, once I started to have those problems myself, and realize that just the issues that they cause, then it allowed me to have more empathy for other people. And so I am helpful. I recognize and support genuine needs. And one of the curses of helpfulness is that whenever somebody is willing to help, that plenty of people will come out of the woodwork to receive that help, even if they don't need it. And when they don't need it, it can burn out the helper. It can burn out the person who is supporting those needs, because they realize that their support isn't really necessary, and they're not making the impact that they really want to. I've seen it all the time in the charity world and in the nonprofit world. Somebody will come up with some kind of a do-gooding thing, and then other people will take full advantage of their do-gooding in order and actually consume their resources, unnecessarily. People who don't need the help will come and get the help, and and then the people who actually could use the help, not as much is available for them. And so, as we are helpful today, we recognize and support genuine needs. We understand when somebody could actually use our help, and we offer it in that case. And when somebody couldn't use our help, or somebody isn't a very good fit for our help, then we don't actually offer it, because we know that if they don't have a genuine need for it, they won't really appreciate it. So we are helpful people, and we are consistently helping each other. We are consistently helping ourselves. We are consistently recognizing and supporting not just the needs in the people around us, but also the needs that we have in our own lives, in order to live that actualized way. So we are helpful people. Today, we're going to recognize and we're going to support the genuine needs of the people around us. All right, so let's go over the cards for the week. It has been an amazing week, and so let's get started with the card that we pulled on Monday, which was that we affirmed that we are charitable people and that we share from an abundance of heart. How cool that charitable and helpful bookend this week. So yeah, we started off on Monday by affirming that we are charitable, and we are charitable people. Of course, that charity that we give to others, which that abundance of heart that we share with others, is something that we have learned to do very articulately. But that leads us, I guess, into the Tuesday card. The Tuesday card, which is when we confirmed and affirmed that we are transformational, and that our perspectives act as a catalyst for growth. How else would we share our perspectives except through a spirit of charity, a spirit of altruistic giving? The perspectives, whenever we have them, whenever we're willing to share them, it's because we would like to help somebody else in their journey in life, and we would like to help understand ourselves as well. As we went through the week, the next day we affirmed that we are passionate, that we fervently pursue what we love. And then afterwards, we affirmed, of course, that we are resourceful. Our solutions are expedient and effective. And those expedient and effective solutions create the transformation that is in ourselves and others, and ultimately is a gift that we give of ourselves, which is highly charitable. And then, of course, comes all the way out to today, which is that we are helpful because we recognize and support genuine needs. And so these are the cards for the week. And when we started with an idea of charity. To be charitable means to have is all about having that idea of recognizing that there are needs in the world and aligning ourselves to help them. Once we committed to being transformational in the lives of others, it made us sufficiently resourceful in order to actually align up the necessary stuff in order to make that charity manifest. Of course, we can't do this unless we're passionate. We are very passionate people, and in the end, we end up being truly helpful. And so these are our cards for the week. Of course, it turns out that, or it turns into the very last card, which is the card that we pull every week for Awesome Saturday, which is that we are awesome. And so let's recognize our inherent value and worth. As we go into the end of this week, as we go into the weekend, let's recognize that we are inherently valuable, that we are inherently worthy of attention and affection and love, simply for being alive, simply for being here on this earth. And that as we go through the stages of our week, and as we end up nice and helpful for the people around us, that we are intentionally quite awesome people. So we are helpful today. I'm helpful, and you are too. And so let's help ourselves into having an amazing weekend. I will return at 9 a.m. on Monday with another wake-up call. But until then, I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Seems like a lot of folks came by. And so, yeah, let's see. So once again, good morning to Shauna and Lauren and Jan. Good morning to Dan and Anita and John L. Good morning to Susan. Good to see you all here today. Looks like that's everybody who left a comment. If you are waiting in the wings and you are watching this, but you have not yet left a comment, just leave me a comment. Let me know how let me know that you're here and I will greet you by name. Until then, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this broadcast, and thank you for just in general being here for me every morning at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. I'll return on Monday with another one of these. But until then, have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you guys on Monday at 9 a.m. Until then, I love you. I appreciate you. I think that you're an awesome human being, and I will return on Monday. Aloha from paradise.